And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are discussing the 2025 WRC calendar that has just recently been released. Yes, I'm very excited. Are you excited? Well, let's have a look. It's right behind me here. I'm just gonna move it around. This is the 2025 calendar. As you can see, we have Monaco. We're beginning 23rd, 26th of January, as you do. We've got Sweden on the 13th to 16th of February. Kenya, round 3, 20th to the 23rd of March. Spain, 24th to the 27th of April. Portugal, 15th to the 18th of May, that's round 5. Italy, 5th to the 8th of June, round 6. Greece, 26th to the 29th of June. Then we hit July with a round number 8, the second half of the season in Estonia, the 17th to 20th of July. Round 9 is Finland, the 31st to the 3rd of August, very similar position to this year. Paraguay, in the 28th to the 31st of August, that's round number 10. Then we've got round number 11, Chile, the 11th to the 14th of September. Europe, the Central Europe Rally, 16th to the 19th of October. Round number 13, which is this year's final round, Japan, 6th to the 9th of November. And it all ends in Saudi Arabia on the 27th to the 30th of November. Let's hope very much for a title fight there. I mean, yeah, that would be, let's be fair, that would be pretty cool. So let's now look at, I'm going to slide this over behind me. There we go. Let's look at the 2025 and the difference. I mean, we've got the 25 calendar. So we've got obviously Monaco, Monte Carlo, Sweden, Kenya, the first three, very similar. We've then got Croatia and then Portugal, whereas we've got Spain this year. We still have Portugal. We've still got Italy. We have Greece next year as well. Estonia, that kind of like, I think kind of really replaces Latvia, doesn't it? Then we have Finland. Yes, we got Greece later on this year compared to slightly earlier last year. My mistake there. We have Rally Chile. We've got the Central Europe Rally as well this year, and the Rally Japan ended up with 13 rounds. So we've got 14, which makes it the biggest, I do believe. It makes it the absolute biggest rally calendar, I think, for 2 decades, which is quite interesting. So if you want a bit more information on them, let me just quickly share the screen here. Bear with me. Okay, we're just going to share the screen here, and hopefully you'll see a bit more, because it's got a bit like gravel, asphalt, which rally is which I think is going to be quite interesting for some of you rally aficionados like myself. So Monte Carlo, we've got obviously asphalt and ice. Sweden, yeah, it's going to be the snow, isn't it? It's going to be snow. Gravel in Safari Kenya. The Rally Isla Canarias is asphalt. Portugal is going to have very much gravel. Italia Sardinia is going to be gravel. Round 7, the Apocalypse Rally of Greece. Apocalypse Rally Greece is gravel. Estonia is gravel. We seem to have that fast gravel summer again. Finland gravel, and then Paraguay gravel. Chile is going to be gravel, and the Central European Rally is in asphalt. Japan is asphalt. Saudi Arabia is going to be gravel, and that is the Rally Championship calendar for 2025. I'm looking forward to the Rally Canaries, which is going to be quite interesting. I think I'm looking forward to that. I've spoken to my friend Chris, who is let's be fair, he should have a PhD in a rally. I'm just going to read out because he said I could share some of his notes, and he's saying, like me, he likes the 2025 calendar. He thinks it's better than the 2024 one, but he's saying they've not learned from the mistakes. The differences are not as big as expected. The Canaries replaces Croatia. Paraguay replaces Poland. That was almost a given, I think, compared to what happened at Poland this year. A switch between Latvia and Estonia was always planned, yes. And Saudi Arabia, as we know, we reported previously, was going to always be an additional round. Now, starting from the beginning, though, he's saying the pros. He likes and I completely agree. The Monte Carlo, Sweden, Safari Canarias. He likes that succession. I like it. It's a nice start to the calendar. And in the 80s, we had the G4, GB, GA. For me, it was for him, it was the biggest fascination. Was always been the jump from Safari to Corsica. And it was so curious that arch rival Mercedes sent their huge 450 SLC coupe to Safari, and 3 weeks later BMW came to Corsica with the Pro Car M1. We basically recreated this again with the Safari Canarias. He also saying this is personal taste. He doesn't want to offend anyone, but even for me as a tarmac fan, Croatia was the most rubbish tarmac event I have seen, including ERC and national championships in Germany, UK, Ireland, France, Belgium. Switching that for Canaries is great news. Okay, savage. Still not enough tarmac rallies, he thinks, but especially that the mid-season, all the same lot of people recently criticised is still there. Yeah, we still have that very much that gravel rally. And he said, I guess that means alongside Scandinavia, we have Poland and Latvia back in the ERC and in the summer as well. Please no. Can you imagine Group B, Group A throughout the 80s, 90s and noughties? Finland was always an absolute season highlight for me, in the very same sentence as Monte Carlo, Safari and RAC. This coming weekend, he says, I've already made arrangements for Friday and Sunday. Despite having paid for Rally TV, I just failed to get myself being asked about it. It's so much gravel, too much the same over and over again. Boring. I kind of agree that. The idea of the summer of gravel I do like, but it's very samey, isn't it? And although you have beautiful scenes, some of the shots and some of the stages, because of the gravel, I get where he's coming from. It's almost like they're much nicer than a Formula 1 street circuit. But Formula 1 street circuits have been criticised. Stay with me, rally fans. For example, you don't know where you are. When you're looking on board there, it's difficult to find out where you are. And I think in some stages, not all, because there are beautiful parts of the world, it would be difficult to find out where exactly you are. Some of their characteristics are quite similar. For example, in Safari, you kind of know it's going to be Safari. Even when we used to go to Wales, you knew it was Wales. It was going to be wet, it was going to be dreary, and you could kind of tell, from the road, it's going to be Wales. The Japan tarmac rally, you go past all the very Japanese-esque buildings, and you can just tell it has that feel about it, and I completely understand. But he's saying the point system is absolutely sucks. Let's hope they completely get rid of that. But he says at least 2 of the last 3 events are tarmac, which I think is good. I like tarmac. I like a variation of rallies. Snow. I mean, that's why I love Monte Carlo. Tarmac rallies are cool. Gravel, and mixing it up and having it mixed up throughout the season, not gravel. For example. He said for the last 5 events outside Europe, for a true WRC fan, this is fantastic. Completely agree. But the last round, Saudi may surprise us. But I heard people comparing it with Jordan. I also saw other Merc rallies, and he's saying that hopefully they have, and they've promised a very eclectic rally in Saudi Arabia. So fingers crossed. But he said to conclude the WRC season in a desert with no landscape at all, dead easy for drivers, yet a lottery for being a car breaker. And then we see the time zones. The WRC community watches the entire year to see it concluded in the Saudi time zone. I already found the short Sundays questionable. Yeah, I think we all have. If the Sundays are short as they are, as we will see the last day of the WRC 2025 on a Sunday starting at 2 a.m, finishing at 7 on tracks with potentially no landscape, and decided by luck over anything, and then we go and wonder why nobody watches it. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if that does happen, that's going to be an absolute disaster, isn't it? Hopefully, I mean, they do the Saudi Arabian it's a night race, so maybe I don't know, they could do the last stages through the city or something, which is completely weird, I know, but have that could be quite cool. Final verdict, he's saying, I hope at least they change the point system. The Sunday time schedules are wrong anyway, and it is these super short Sundays that created the boring Sunday situation in the first place. He goes on to saying for the season finale, I would maybe be ready to get up at 5 a.m. on Sunday, or watch at 4 a.m. is the case in Japan now. Still, I think the finale belongs to Wales. Completely agree. But waking up on a Sunday at 7 a.m, which is extremely early for a Sunday, to find it all over. The guy in the lead had his car break up through bad luck in the rough conditions, and the guy who came 43rd got all the Sunday points. That, for me, is the perfect recipe why people quit their entire subscription for the following season. Got a point, hasn't he? Yeah, sadly, I think he does have a point. Anyway, that is the WRC 2025 calendar. If you liked what you see, please give us a subscribe. That would be amazing. Hit that notification button if you don't want to miss another rally video, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.